Greetings, fellow adventurers. Welcome back to the stream. Can you guys tell I'm running out of titles? If you guys have any funny like orchestra puns or something, then I'll take them. But I'm running out of titles. Give me more titles. I was supposed to start the stream excuse me, about an hour ago, but then I was afflicted with pain in my stomach for no particular reason. And then I'm like, wow, that sucks. So I just sat in my bed like... Actually, it was fine because I was watching Whose Line. That's what I was doing. So, very pertinent to today's stream. Welcome to the show, where the theory is made up and the notes don't matter. Goodness, I need a drink. Is there any reason not to have a standard title and number it? What do you mean by that? Am I loud? It looks like I'm clipping on OBS. Uh-oh. Let me turn down my microphone a little bit, and I guess I'll also turn on my music audio. Looks like I don't like that I'm clipping. Just name all your streams the same name and append a number at the end that goes up per stream. I mean, I guess I could do that. That'd be kind of boring though, don't you think? It's like having opus numbers. Or like catalog numbers. I don't want to use a catalog number. Catalog numbers are boring. Why would I want my pieces to be known by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? That sucks. I'd rather have, you know, things be named after names. Unless I'm like the Count. Oh, my piano concerto, opus 11. Isn't it boring just to have opus numbers? I mean, I guess you can have an opus number, that's fine, but like, it shouldn't be the thing that identifies which piece it is. You know what should identify what piece that you're playing? I don't know, a title? We invented this thing a long time ago to keep track of things that we like, called names. So if you guys composers could just put names on your pieces instead of calling it string quartet number 682 opus 2. That's a lot of string quartets. Opus numbers are boring, eh? They're boring, eh? I shouldn't use opus numbers. See, I would say, like, because... Why is my OBS lagging? Literally nothing is happening right now. I would say, like, I guess you can use them if you want, but, like, I don't see why we need to use them anymore. Because I feel like opus numbers existed because people needed to have a record of all the pieces they write. But, you know, you can just have files now on your computer. I guess you could write it in your journal if you really want opus numbers, but they're not useful. Opus numbers don't do anything. Do you remember the president by which number he is? No. You remember him by his name. Do you remember your favorite album based on what number it is in your favorite band's catalog? No. Do you remember what your favorite song is based on which track number is it in your favorite album? No. You remember it by its name. Unbelievable. Just give it a name, even if it sucks. A name is more memorable than a number. Unless that number is particularly, I don't know, provocative. But, like, naming it specifically by opus number where it just counts upward, I think is terrible. 314. That's a number. Two numbers, in fact. Sometimes I do remember by track number because I listen to full albums and don't read the track titles. Why? That silent piece? Oh, 433. I mean, it's called 433, but that's just it's 4 minutes and 33 seconds. That's the name of the piece. We just say 433 for short. But it is 4 minutes and 33 seconds. And at least in that one it makes sense because A, it's not an opus number, it describes the piece in that it's 4 minutes and 33 seconds long. I wonder if people have played it at a faster tempo than that. What is the tempo of 433? Does it even have a tempo marking? Can I pull up sheet music of it? Why is my computer lagging so much? Alright, whatever. 433, I'm looking up sheet music of it right now. John Cage, 433 sheet music. Please tell me. Dang, doesn't look like it's here. Category Cage, John. Dang, original works by this person are generally still subject to copyright. This is so sad. 433 is copyrighted. I guess you can't copyright silence, but you can copyright the thing that describes silence, which is interesting. Are you guys? You guys have got to see this. 12 variations of John Cage's 433. There's the original. There, variation 12 is 59 minutes and 9 seconds. Or 6 variations on a theme by John. Oh, nice. Oh, what's this one? 8 minutes 66 seconds. Oh, I can't see. That's the end of the preview. I can't see the sheet music for it. No. This is so sad. They're playing 433 and they can't copy strike you. Someone has to have at least tried. Copy strike you for playing silence. You know, I'm taking a picture of this. This is probably my new favorite piece. There you go. Yippee. John Cage, 9 variations. I like how they even included the tempo. Oh, awesome. Very cool. Bravo! Yippee. Oh, hold on. Actually, that's right. MuseScore has a play feature. Let's listen. No, I don't care about the variations. Also, that was in 4 minutes and 33 seconds. I actually read about 433 because I was curious about it. And apparently, what had happened is that John Cage had been thinking for a while about writing a piece that was entirely silence. He went to an anechoic chamber, which is a chamber where that deadens all like background sound. And he sat in the anechoic chamber a while to, actually feel silence. And even then, he noticed that he heard a high-pitched humming and a low-pitched rumble or something like that. And he asked what he was hearing, and the person operating the chamber explained to him that what he was hearing was his own bodily systems working, and that they actually make sound, but we just can't really hear it most of the time, or all of the time, really. I don't think I've ever heard my nervous system. So he was like, whoa, even though there is silence, there is no silence. So therefore, if I compose a piece with no performance, then you'll be able to still hear stuff despite you not hearing anything. I don't know. I phrased that as a joke, but that I do believe that is what happened. Here, background. Here, visit to the anechoic chamber. Anechoic chamber at Harvard University. Until I die, there will be sounds, and they will continue following my death. One need not fear about the future of music. Oh, there's a picture of him sitting there. Oh my gosh. I don't remember there was a picture of him. Oh, there he is. He looks so disheveled all the time. Okay, well, cool. Very awesome. By which he discovered that absolute silence does not exist. He was such a generally pleasant man, but he has such a resting, forlorn face. He really does. Just look at his portrait. He looks so he looks like he's been through the ringer. Oh, okay, Mr. Cage, you're gonna need a better signature. Okay. Man, I sure hope you didn't sign all your works like that. Oh no. What is that? I've not survived 1 minute in there. Dang, the anechoic chamber. There is a funeral march with... There's not even rest in it. There's just nothing in here. Maybe it's inviting you to write your own music. Has anyone tried that yet? Just giving someone a blank score and the directions were just write your own theme, man. I don't care. Automatic painting? What does it have to do with 433? I think it's the long philtrum. You know what? The first Tacit edition. The title of this work is the total length in minutes and seconds of its performance. The title was 4 minutes 33 seconds, and it's in 3 parts. 33 seconds, 2 minutes 40 seconds, and 1 minute 20 seconds. It was performed by David Tudor, pianist, who indicated the beginnings of the parts by closing, the endings by opening the keyboard lid. However, the work may be performed by an instrumentalist or combination of instrumentalists and last length, any length of time. Well, how is it going to be 4 minutes and 33 seconds, but it can last any length of time? Cage, you're defeating the purpose of the title of the piece that you just wrote. Okay. Cage wrote 0 minutes and 0 seconds, also referred to as 4 minutes 33 seconds number 2. I didn't know he wrote a piece with literally 0 duration. Oh my gosh. In a situation provided with maximum amplification, perform a disciplined action. What does that even mean? At the first performance, Cage had to write that sentence. The second performance added 4 new qualifications. The performer should allow any interruptions of the action. The action should fulfill an obligation to others. The same action should not be used more. Bro, you have 0 seconds to do it. What action? And should not be the performance of a musical composition. I mean, wait, what is 1 cubed? He revisited the idea one last time. He composed 1 cubed. The full title of which is 1 cubed equals 4 minutes 33 seconds, parentheses, 0 minutes and 0 seconds plus treble clef. How do you even say this title out loud? As in all of the number pieces, 1 refers to the number of performers required. The score instructs the performer to build a sound system in the concert hall. The whole hall is on the edge of feedback without actually feeding back. That actually sounds terrible. If someone coughs in there, it's going to be so loud. The content of the piece is the electronically amplified sound of the hall and the audience. I mean, I guess you can do that, but like... What? Cage's heirs sued British singer-songwriter Mike Batt for the plagiarism of the song. See, this is what we were talking about. You can copyright people for silence. We're gonna get copyright struck for playing silence. Okay, he inserted a 1-minute pause in their album under opposite Bat Cage, supposedly to honor the composer. Actually, did you guys know that John Denver has a piece that's like 10 seconds of silence, and it's called The Ballad of Richard Nixon? Doesn't seem to be here. Yeah, it's 5 seconds long, and apparently wasn't written by John Denver, as it says here, but it is literally 5 seconds of silence. How does nothing have a copyright? No, you don't understand. There isn't nothing. Or because silence, there is no silence. Also, yeah, wait, that doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure the point of John Cage's work was that even though the performer isn't like making any noise with their instruments, you're still hearing the ambient noise of the room, right? And the audience. But this one, it's literally a minute of silence. So like, I'm not sure if the point was necessarily to, like, was it to listen to the silence, or I guess the lack of sound, or was it to listen to the, whatever. He was then sued by the Mechanical Copyright Protection Society for plagiarizing Cage's silence. Initially, Bat said he would defend himself against these accusations, stating that a 1-minute silence was a much better silent piece, and that he was able to say in 1 minute what Cage could say in 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Oh, we have a performance here. Oh, thank you for the captions. Look at the album, The Wit and Wisdom of Ronald Reagan. Oh no. Do I want to look this up? Dang. A 1980 Magic Records LP consisting of 2 20-minute silent tracks, The Wit of Ronald Reagan and The Wisdom of Ronald Reagan. Sure. That's a lot of silent songs. 15 minutes, 23 seconds. Wow. So many silent compositions. Less is more. See, I think we can do better than John Cage's minute of silence, or sorry, 4 minutes 33 seconds of silence. I think maybe we should make like a piece that's like it's like, you know, maybe to have like 12 tracks, and it's just like the same. It's just like one pitch for the entire duration of the piece. So like maybe it starts with like a middle C, C4, and it like holds that note for like, I don't know, 4 minutes and 34 seconds. A chance operation, the John Cage tribute, recorded a version of the composition. Thank you, Mr. Zappa. He looks like a man that would write a silent composition. I think naming my songs in a different language is a good way to avoid copyrights. I don't know if you can actually copyright titles. I think you can copyright... I think it's a different... Actually, I don't know. Because I think I remember reading somewhere that, like, you can't copyright... No, I think that's wrong. No, I think I'm wrong there. Never mind. I think you can copyright titles. I think I'm confusing with something else. Refuse to play 433. Second, what are the different editions? The so-called first tacit edition, or typed tacit edition, is a typewritten score. It lists 3 movements using Roman numbers with the word tacit underneath each. A note by Cage that describes the performance. Conversely to the initial 2 manuscripts, Cage notes that the premiere organized the movements into the following durations and adds that their length must be found by chance performance. Okay. The so-called second tacit edition, or calligraphic tacit edition, is the same as the first, except that it is printed in Cage's calligraphy, and that the explanatory note mentions the Kremen manuscripts. Okay. Cool. General reception. One of the most misunderstood pieces of music ever written, and yet at times one of the avant-garde's best understood as well. Very cool. There's no such thing as silence. What they thought was silence because they didn't know how to listen. Okay, Cage, you don't have to chastise the audience. I guess they were chastising him, so he's clapping back. It was full of accidental sounds. You could hear the wind stirring outside during the first movement. During the second, raindrops began pattering on the roof, and during the third, the people themselves made all kinds of interesting sounds as they talked or walked out. See, I kind of have a problem with this. I don't have a problem with Cage writing a piece that's 4 minutes of silence. I don't really care about that. Like, do I think it's meaningful? No. Do I think that it's still art? Yes. Well, kind of. If the point of the art is to listen to things like, you know, accidental sounds, I have a problem with this word accidental. Because at least in my mind, the thing that makes art have any worth is that it is intentionally created by a person with a creative drive. So things can be aesthetically pleasing. Like, you might think, like, you know, Yellowstone National Park is pleasing, and maybe you could think of it as the work of God, or the work of nature, or whatever you might ascribe to. However, I don't think that necessarily makes it art. I think in order for something to even be considered art, it needs to be intentionally created by an artist, by a person. And so I have a problem with the accidental sounds parts. It sounds like I'm not sure if, I don't think I can say that all of the accidental sounds that just so happen to make their way into John Cage's premiere of 433, I don't think that's part of the artwork. It's not artistic to listen to raindrops. The raindrops weren't put there by John Cage. The talking was not put there by John Cage. The wind stirring was not put there by John Cage. He might have led you to listen to it, but he didn't put it there. It's not his. So it's the whole thing that Cage was pushing against his whole body of work. A large amount of his work is highly reliant on chance, and I do think it's art. I see. I disagree, but that's fine. Don't you think art would be really boring if we all agreed on it? Thank you, Mr. Cage. You know, I think people would generally like your work more if you didn't look so angry all the time. Oh well. Cage's teachers included Cowell and Schoenberg. What? Those are some. That's a hell of a pair of musical parents. Let me tell you what. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, some of the chance operations get very, very complex. See, this is something because even if chance music is, even if I were to grant that it could be considered art, I would still have a problem with something like randomly generating music using a computer. I have a problem with calling that art as well. Like if you just feed a computer an algorithm to create music and it just makes it for you, like it generates chord progressions, etc. I have a problem with calling that art. It might sound like art, but I think it's just not. And it is an arbitrary line that I draw. I don't really have like some kind of huge rational justification for why I think the human inputs is what makes it worth, but that's just the line I choose to draw. Mm-hmm. What is it then? It's just sound. Just like how an AI can create things that appear to be arts. Even though it might look like art, it must not be defined in such a way. Even though it looks exactly like it is just an image. And the same thing happens with music. If music is just randomly created by whatever, if you think like the raindrops falling from the sky and the tolling of the thunder and maybe the church bells in the distance are music, maybe the church bells, but like the combination of them and the rain isn't necessarily the art, at least of a person. Of course, you might think it's art created by a supernatural being or by God. That's a little different. But specifically, art created by people, which is at least what I'm talking about here. A computer cannot think, it has no intent. I disagree. But does it have artistic intent? Not that I know of. I mean, that's going to be like a complicated discussion. Also, there is an ant crawling across my monitor right now. Go away! How did you get here? Unbelievable. Okay, this is what we were writing last time. Sounds like a bunch of nonsense, and I think it could be better. I think what I need to do here is that I kind of like... Hold on. I felt a burp coming, but it never came. I wrote this part here as an intro to this section here that we wrote last time, my funny chords. But I think actually to lead up to this, there should be something else. I think fundamentally, if it looks like art, it is art. I don't want to argue it because it's a large idea. I'm fine with discussing it. I think it's a great discussion. But not why we're here right now. Okay, so basically what I did here is that I wrote a bunch of chords that sound kind of fun. I think there's some things I want to change. We'll get to that. Something about this here, upon listening back, I'm going to change a little bit. But I'll just let you listen first. And then lead in. Okay, so that's what we wrote last time. I think just saw this in my recommendations. Hello. I want you to come in and be early. Thank you. What note do I want here? As much as I like this tremolo, I don't think, or not tremolo, sorry, trill, it doesn't really fit here. Chromatic part, maybe? Okay, yeah, I like that a bit more. Or do you want it to lead up here, perhaps? Also, I want there to be a very short pause here. Whatchamacallit? Fermata. Just like a little tiny pause here. I mean, I'm just putting it over this dude. Do I need to put it all over all the other guys? I think we're fine. No, I don't like that. I much preferred this. Okay. Try again. I think there needs to be a bit more dynamic variation here. I mean, I have the melody swooping upwards. Can you go to forte instead? Decrescendo. I think it needs something to lead it into being tonal. Just a single note, which somehow signifies it to be tonal despite it being a single note. I mean, sure. I think I gotta be a bit more specific about a decrescendo here. Shut up. I'm not hearing this note I put down. Guys, when I write a note, that means you play it. I'm thinking I kind of want like a combination between a combination between a like a melody instruments and a I forgot to decrescendo you and a percussion instruments. Maybe increase in volume a little more. Like this. Hello. Good. Something with the clarinet, maybe? Something doubling with you. Where's my celesta friend? You play what the clarinet's playing. In order for you to be heard, play louder, or higher. Celesta's kind of hard to hear, I think because the clarinet is so clear that it just kind of punches through everything. So... I think a glockenspiel would have a brighter sound, so it would be heard easier. A little softer. I actually don't like that as much as I thought I would. What was that sound? What was that punch? Was that me? Did I write that? Okay, no, it was just a glitch. Okay. I think there's gotta be a rest here somewhere. It can't just be a continuous line of melody. You with you. Hello. This is gonna seem kind of like a meaningless distinction, but I want you to switch from glockenspiel to celesta here. I don't like glockenspiel here at all. Celesta, you do it. Save us. Try harp. No. The harp's got to have a more prominent part here. I just don't know where exactly I think it should go. Probably at the beginning of this phrase here. Right. Nice shimmering harps. I mean, did the harp sound ever get fixed, is my question. Is in G major, alright? You hear that, mu score? G major. You know how the G major scale goes? Oh, what are you playing diatonically? This better be a G major scale. I'm ready. Why? Harpcliffe to work, you need to put in a pedal diagram. How do I put in a pedal diagram? Where are they? Add palette. Harp. Oh, I didn't know those are harp palettes. This is new to me. What? 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 Why did no one tell me about this before? What? Well, F sharp. Unbelievable. How did I not know about this one before? Which one's more useful, the text or the diagram? I'll just do the text because I'm not a harpist. Wow. Why did I never know about the harp diagram before? It's literally hidden in the menus. I guess guitar is and accordion is. And bagpipe embellishments. Unbelievable. So all that time I was complaining about the harp not working. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I have been fooled. Unbelievable. Okay, well, what do I want the harp to play here is the thing. Okay. You gotta be louder, my friends. My flouty friend. You gotta be louder. Same with you, oboe. Just, you guys are the melody. Be loud and proud. Don't get too buried under everyone else. Something's gotta happen here. It feels a little bit too empty at this part here. At these latter two measures. What do I want here? Is this mu score? It is mu score. One, two, three. Start on this note here. Not exactly sure how this is gonna work. I just want you to play some kind of scale here. Glissando. And this time, I'll put in the harp diagram because now I know about those. Where do I put it actually? The harp diagrams go like on the bottom or the top staff. I assume they go in the middle. I'll put it here, I guess. F flats. What do harp diagrams even look like? Oh, I see. They just move the pedals up and down, starting at D. Okay. Why does it start at D? I'm sure there's a good reason. I just don't know it. F sharp. C. B. Why was it so loud? This is pianissimo. Did you not register that? This must not register on an emotional level. There you go. I have other stuff to do. Okay, I'll see you later. I'll put you in okay, I was gonna say I'll put you in treble clef, but I seem to have deleted the harp pedal diagram that I just added. Go. Nah, this gliss has got to be... I thought it should start there. It really should start like here. No, see, but now that feels too sudden. I guess I could just... you know, write out the first few notes and have the... Why is there... Why does the line look like that? There you go. Thank you. Where else do I want my shimmering harp to go? You know what, harp? I have an idea for you. You go right here. And pianissimo, you go right here. I just want you to just play stuff. Just play stuff, you know? Whatever you want, really. Just play stuff. I just want to hear what this sounds like. Apparently gliss only shows up if the notes are far enough apart. I'm not sure what I want. I just want something very glistening happening over here, and I think the harp is the perfect instrument for that, but like, I'm still not exactly sure what I want. What happens over here where there's a retardando happening? Why are you not moving? That's correct. For some reason it doesn't sound correct. And glissandos in sixths. Oh, like this. These are glissandos in sixths. Is this Sibelius? No, my friend, it sure is not. How'd you learn to compose? By reading books. Alright, you know what, harp? I'll think about you later. Maybe there's something else I want to do instead. What software do you use? Guys, it's called MuseScore 4. Go look at it. MuseScore. It's called MuseScore. It's called MuseScore. Louder. Flute and clarinets. I don't like this. the 2 and the 3 are kind of blending together, but it's fine. Oh, wait. Actually, also that doesn't make sense. You're 1 beat, you're 1 beats. And therefore, do this. Hold this notes, please. Or these notes. Play them like this. Okay. I'm still not even sure that's what I want. I liked you in bassoons before. And I think there's got to be some guy playing over these horns here. And like I said, I think I want to expand on the melody at the beginning. Like, you kind of do what you were doing-ish with this rising sound, but not this octave. Let me listen again. No. I don't like you in horn. Move back to bassoon, will you? Just, I want to hear what it sounds like. A little louder. Explode. And I think here somebody's got to recapitulate the melody instead of it's just being bassoons doing stuff. How long you been composing for? About 2 years now. Good. And then restatement of melody here. Maybe let's at least get the framework of it. Let me just get my old friend copy and paste back on the horn. Put you over here. You are a record. Oh, you're a. Why am I blanking on this? B minor. So start on B, please, my dears. Also on oboe, not English horn. This part isn't so vague in harmony, so I feel like keeping it diatonic, it might be the way to go. I did have these funny notes right here. Something similar to this. This is 2, which is A minor. So, A minor. Oh, what kind of chord do I want? G sharp could be interesting. Actually, no, not G sharp. G natural. G flats. Also known as F sharp, I guess. But it's G flats. I guess you're the same as this note here, so it's not so interesting sounding. Also go on flute. I don't like oboe here. This 2 chord isn't particularly wacky, it's just A minor. I think there is some weirdness happening in the bass. No, there is not. It is just you. There's weirdness happening here. Not here. It's pretty straightforward A, which probably does mean I can do some cool droney stuff. Stay in piano for now. What do you think this piece smells like? Fried chicken. You're directly competing with you, so just move the notes. That is what you played in the beginning, no? Oh, you played something similar. Where does Melly want to go next? I don't like D-flat here. Oh yeah, I forgot the chords slow down here. You might as well start on the same beat as the bassoons then, in which you're just playing a simple E minor chord. This is D major. Do I like this? It's closer to what I want, but not quite. I can't really describe what I'm thinking here. Hello, loud horns. Shut up. You're quiet. Okay. Still not sure if that's any good, but I just think that there needs to be something playing above these dudes here. only please. When I select a measure, you select it. You be slow. Tempo. And I'm starting to not really be sure about these glockenspiel notes. I'm liking them less and less the more I hear them. Vibrato. Music volume is a little too low. I mean, it is just quiet, but if it's too low, I'll try and turn it up. Soft mallets with vibrato. Why are you so weird? Yes, do this instead. Replace you guys with the highest voice here. So you guys should be in proper voice order. Okay. Why be a VTuber when you can be a WTuber? Get it? Because W comes after V. Yeah, I got it. You score 4 isn't right, isn't free. Bro, just click the download button. The latest stable version is 4.5.2. See that 4 right there? You see that download button? That means you can download it. Or you can download it without MuSub if you don't care about that, that's fine. Or you can download the portable one if you're one of those people that wants portables. So yeah, you can just download it for free. It is free. I'm about to go to sleep. Hello, welcome in. As much as I like these like flavor notes here, I think the clarinets have got to be a little quieter, just a teensy bit. So shut up. Do I want harpeggios on this? Let's try harpeggios. No, I think I preferred the no arpeggio. And I think I'll even write that here. Also, you're so loud. I think these. What do I think? I don't think that would. I don't think I like this very much. These chords here. You know what? I don't know why I haven't done this already. Just add the other part of the pipe organ. Technically, this is one instrument because it's the organ pedal. And I have to have two different patches for that. So we just have the pedal patch and the organ patch here. Which I shall rename to org, pipe organ. There you go. I will change my sound to the one that I have, which is the Spitfire one. Organ. I don't think the organ needs any more reverbiness. This one should have some fun sounds, like whatever all of this is supposed to mean. Pedal. Oh, that's a pedal. And I want the organ to fill in these notes here that I've put in here. I want the flutes to do something else. So I want this chord to be filled in by the organ instead. Blah, blah, blah. So I guess I'll just find the thing that's closest to a flute sound. Probably the one that's called a flauto dolce, if I had to guess. Okay, D, G, C. You're just a big ol' spaced chord. Also, you're not what I want. Try piccolo. Don't ever try piccolo ever again. And try... What does trumpet sound like? Like a trumpet. Okay, I don't even know why I asked. What is float? Is that actually what it sounds like? Salchiono. What is vox angelica? What is clarabelle? Cool, I like that one. But also quiet. Well, if the organist has big hands, I guess they can reach this. It's a little more than an octave, right? I don't know how widely spaced the organ keys are, if they're any different than like a piano. It's probably fine. And you know what? Organ, you can play the other notes of this chord, which by the way are just even more voicings of this. You should be able to reach this. Now get out of here. Oh, view score up in the new project. Try more things. Get tied. Another one. Tie. I want these violins, that's what they're called, to be replaced by flutes. And oboes, I guess. C, F, B, E. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, just do these guys. F natural. Is it F natural down here? F natural. It is F natural. Beautiful. That is the chord. C, F, B, E. Okay, just making sure. The chord sounds so different on winds, even though it's the exact same notes, but they sound bizarrely different. They have 2 keyboards also. Oh, the organ. I know they have those. Some organs have so many keyboards, and also one for their feet. So this is G minor. Let's have a... Hello. Where's the almighty iguana? Oh, you want to see the iguana? There he is. Hi, iguana. He's playing first violins again. All of them. All 500 first violins that I called for in the score. I didn't. The iguana's playing all of them because the iguana is so talented. In fact, there is no orchestra. It's just one iguana moving really fast. So, he's so talented. Everyone stop. No, don't ever draw me ever again, you dum-dums. You gotta draw the iguana. He's the one really doing all the work here. I gotta move him to viola. No. The iguana goes where the iguana wants to go. Oh, you move from B to B flat. It really doesn't look like it though. Let me make that a bit more clear. Okay. Mystic Cave Awe music. I mean, I like it that way. Don't you like it that way? Nice and mysterious. Man, this chord sounded so much better on strings. That chord sounds great on strings, but something about putting it in these woodwinds, it sounds so goofy. Even though it's the exact same chord. Hello, motorcycle solo. I'm glad I paid for you to be here, motorcycle soloist. What a beautiful solo by the motorcycle outside my door. Masterful performance, maestro. Bravo. What about you on clarinets? Try bassoon. The bassoon is like more articulate than the trombone, you know? Like, it's easier to, its notes are more clearly articulated. Did I already say articulated? Anyway. Also, you gotta be a bit louder because you're playing your high notes, and I don't think bassoon will be heard very well unless I push its volume a little bit. Rite of Spring 2 vibes without dissonance. No dissonance yet. Okay, you're too loud. Shut up. English horn? English horn is already playing something. I don't have any trumpets on here because I'm like, I don't need trumpet. What about you, flute? You try. Actually, I think flute would work here. But it's gotta be the wonderful alto flutes that I guess I could add in now. Alto flute. There's a whole lot of alto. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of altos. Alto chalumeau, alto saxophone, alto clarinet, alto. I didn't know the alto clarinet's in E flat. Alto trombone, alto crumhorn, alto balalaika, alto cornetita, alto recorder, alto horn, also known as tenor horn. What do you mean alto horn, also known as tenor horn? What does that even mean? Alto sheng, alto viol, alto flute, alto. So many altos. Alto guitar. What's a normal guitar then? How is it an alto guitar? What makes it alto? 6-string alto guitar. Can I see a picture of it? Oh, it's, look how small the neck is. What is that? I mean, I've seen lots of strings in a guitar before, but like the neck is so short. Tenor guitar or 4-string guitar. Steel string acoustic guitar is the 4-string relative. Is it, does it have the same range but it only has 4 strings? What? What? For plectrum guitar. How are these guys? Is there a soprano guitar? Soprano guitar. Soprano ukulele. I mean, okay. Guitar-lele. Other names: guitar lele, gulele, ukatar, soprano guitar, petite guitar, or kiku. Look how it's like a caricature of a guitar. Look at the way it is. Wow. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to see like a size compare. I can only kind of like guess based on the wood boards on the floor how big it is. I mean, it ain't very big. Guitar. Wow. Clef. What? The sopranos. What are these? Okay, getting all sorts of weird results. I have an electric guitar always set up with only 4 strings. Why? You know, if you take those 4 strings, put a octave pedal in it, then you've basically got a bass guitar, right? Also, look how reflected these dudes are. These guys are literally camouflage guitars. Isn't that awesome? And also useless. Why would you want it to be like that? You see how many fingerprints you're gonna get all over this? Soprano viola da gamba. I'm pretty sure this is soprano. Soprano viol. That's not how you spell viol. Soprano voil. Soprano viol. Where are you, soprano viol? Can I? You can see the people playing. Look how tiny this one is. And then we got big viol and lute. Very cool. Look how teensy it is. It's so tiny. Little tiny viol. Looks like a cool instrument though. Anyway, what was I doing? Alto flutes. That's right. You know, Muse has an alto flute. I don't know why it doesn't recognize its own sounds. Why did I want an alto flute again? Oh yeah, to play this part. You're so quiet if you're not literally playing forte. I understand that there's an entire orchestra you gotta blast over, but please. Goody Gumdrop's chord. My 4-string guitar is tuned G sharp, C, F, B flats. Wow. Almost every song that I write for guitar is an open tuning. It's D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. Very open tuning, which means that if you just strum it, it plays a D major chord. That's the tuning I write in. It's one of my favorites. Alright. Also, I don't like this. I was looking through my Google Drive and realized I had so much music downloaded along with my own solo subscription. But maybe you should put it on your computer instead of your Google Drive. That way you don't have to log into Google every time. What chord is this? A minor. Alto flute is weirdly kind of loud. How high can the alto flute go, by the way? Pretty darn high. I mean, I guess it's still a flute, but like, isn't the alto flute like weird and bendy? Am I getting it right? The alto flute is the bendy one, right? What do you think of Long Season by Fishmans if you've listened to it? I don't think, but also I haven't listened to that, unfortunately. Why does the B on Clary sound like that? I don't know. What's wrong with the B? Oh, do you mean like its thin sound? Pretty sure it's because the clarinet in B flat, despite it being a clarinet in B flat, really doesn't like playing a B flat, A. Those notes are kind of weak on a clarinet. On this one it's fine though. I don't know why. I mean, that's like what I've heard. I'm sure a professional can make it sound A-okay, but this... that just sounds kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie. Let me try this instead. Where I have... oh, what am I doing? Try if I... oh, I'm getting so many notifications on my phone. Okay. I want a nice beautiful chord to happen here. I'm becoming more and more fond of this chord here. Very big, very awesome. How will I voice you? English horn in the lower parts. Oboe here. Alto flute there. Try this, my friends. Increase, just increase the whole measure, decrease the whole measure. Whole measure. When I say whole measure, I mean the whole measure. Try this now. Actually, I changed my mind. Don't do the whole measure no more. Do something like this, please. Not that dramatic. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I like the F sharp in the bass. I'm a little dubious about this leap here. I mean, it's just a fifth, but I'm still dubious about it. Revoice you. Probably you just need some revoicings. I'm gonna do some swapping of some stuff here. Try this. Opinion on Shostakovich 2 pieces for string octet? I haven't heard it before. Okay. You're right. I'm really not sure about this beginning. I feel like there's got to be a different instrument playing these, or maybe not even arpeggios here. I'm just not liking it as much the more I hear it. Okay. Let me just for a second get rid of these percussions. Thoughts on iguana? Iguana, what do you think? Iguana, do you think percussion's the way to go? Or do you think maybe I just need to rethink it all? I just want to hear what you sound like in a lower octave. Oh, you're quite pretty, but you would clash directly with what's going on here. Not in like a good way, not in like a pleasing dissonance kind of way, more like a I can't hear what you're doing and I can't hear what you're doing kind of way, which is not what we want. So back up an octave higher you go. Oh my gosh. Now that I removed your dynamic markings, you're so loud. The Chalesta. It was doing something before. I think instead of like... You're in G major, right? So, not you. Shush. What? Write a note. What? Click. I'm clicking. Write a note down. Ow, my ears. But it's gonna be so worth it. Oh my gosh, Tam Tam, you're in my way. I'm just gonna lower you for a sec. Just keep raising up by fourths. Oh my gosh, Tam Tam, go away. How do I make a bigger split between y'all? I can move this. Not what I want. You know what? Harp, you do the same thing. This is gonna look so stupid, but I'm all about bad ideas. Try this, my friend. Dang, the sevenths moving, like the parallel sevenths would be crazy, actually. Let's try something like that over here. Try this instead. You're literally playing seconds here. This would be ninths. That's still cool. I think it's a little too warm. The horns make it super duper. I think 3 horns is too many horns. Somebody else has got to play this part. Trombone, you do it. Save me, trombone. Not implode, explode. We just mark here that 2 horns gotta play this part. Okay, good. I feel like there's gotta be a melody here, but I'm still not sure what that would be. Oh my gosh. Shut up. I think you gotta be louder given that you're the highest voice. I know you're gonna be kind of naturally louder by being the highest voice. But you still gotta be the loudest. No. Something else has got to fill in this, like, this gap here. Horn, you do it. I guess I should get trombone instead, actually. No, I liked horn better. You guys do it here. Horn, go! Play the notes. 4 horns play the notes. 2 horns play the notes. Definitely Return of the Harp here. What chord is this? E, A flat, D, G. What were those notes again? I completely forgot already. Okay. I guess try a different voicing here. Piano, there you go. What is this? Just a step downwards. Step down. That's not a step down. Any other way I could space this? G. I mean, there's this. Or there's a cluster happening here. That's kind of fun. Do I prefer that? Can't really hear it down here. Keep it up here. And copy this wonderful chord here. Okay. Favorite classical music period? Baroque. That's my favorites. I like Baroque music the most. There you go. Oh, no. T, not R. There you go. And then hold this for another note here, repeats, tie all the notes, no dot, and play this wonderful chord here, which I don't even know what it's called, but it's called this. Time signature, 4/4, right here. It's in 1, or just like Elgar intended. It's just B flat major, but it's over this G, or sorry, C, so it sounds kind of funny. Come on, Celesta. And then this chord here is... just as many thirds as I could find, all stacked on top of each other. Isn't that wonderful? I only went up to A. Ouch, my ears. Oh wait. That would make you this. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of some notes here for it to be comprehensible. You're already playing C in the bass, so I'm gonna get rid of C. Gonna go AFK for a bit, it's curry cooking time. You go cook curry, my friend. You know what? Sure. I mean, it's the Celesta, it's bound to sound good, right? I don't actually like this cluster here. I want to loosen it a bit. I don't like the minor second. Try this. That's a bit better. It's better. Try this. I like that. What about this? Also, no, try this. I think the minor second here is okay. Good, okay. Keep that. So now the Celesta part. Bye bye, pal. I'll see you later. Blah, 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 blah. You guys are all playing C, correct? Should I tremolo you guys? Got tremoloed. I can't hear you if you tremolo. Tremolo, everybody. No, don't tremolo. Tremolo doesn't sound good. Get rid of that. Now, what comes after this? I don't know. I'm not sure what I think should come after. Okay. A horn solo? Maybe. But also, what would it look like? I want a tremolo harp going through here. Not sure what note, but I'm just feeling it. It is over C, so we could try C. It's like C minor supposedly, right? So E flat. That doesn't sound good. Try G. It doesn't really add anything meaningful, I don't think, so I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. I need this intro part here to sound a bit more like some kind of rushing water. What if I have like a running tam tam through here? Something like this. Is that the sound of the tam tam? It is. It's so weird. Try a different one. Is that really the sound it makes? That's awesome. That's so scary. Oh, I gotta use that for something. That's not exactly what I was going for, but I'm glad I discovered this. There's also a huge tam tam. It sounds like this. No, I don't like that one that much. It doesn't have like a weird drone like the other ones do. That's so awesome. Hold on, skip ahead. I want to mess around with this sound a little bit. I really like this sound. I want to mess around with this weird tam tam sound for a little bit. Let me just move you a little bit over here. Tremolo. Oh, something about that is so scary and so awesome. No, it doesn't make a difference. Okay. Medium tam. There's also these with the timp mallets. Sounds kind of cool. What about vibra mallets? Same-ish. Well, see, if I score for different kinds of tam tam, that's just going to be a huge mess. So I think I just got to pick one and stick to it, and I think the small one is just a-okay from this patch. What does it go like if I crescendo to forte? What does that sound like? Just gets noisier. I don't really like it that way. I wanted to keep that very creepy bell sound that goes there. Where are you, Thunder Sheet? Get in here, Thunder Sheets. It's Thunder Sheeting time. I should have a Thunder Sheet sounds. Yippee! What does a tremolo Thunder Sheet sound like? I gotta hear this. Sounds almost like a tam tam, but only almost. It sounds so... It does. Piano. Try this. Move into pianissimo. And you also move to pianissimo. Good. It's like a weird, like... It's not weird. It's like a wind sound. I remember reading in Jupiter by Holst that and also Mercury, that he likes to do this wind sound effect where he has the flutes like just play just crazy tuplets and arpeggios, and that's how he achieves some like windy sounds. I wonder if I could combine that here with whatever sound this is making. I also really like that this is creating like a very almost out of tune kind of notes, and I wonder if there's an instrument that can do something like that plays kind of like a slightly out of tune note. My first thought is like maybe like a bass clarinet and like a higher note, but then it would sound thin and not like round and full like the tam tam. And I'm pretty sure the tam tam's supposed to be an unpitched gong, which I guess it does have pitch if you play it quietly enough, but not really what I expected, because that's what makes a tam tam like different than a gong, is that the tam tam is unpitched, and the gong is pitched. Does this pack have a gong sound? Try steel pan or tubular bells. You're right, tubular bells. But also, what else does this sound pack come with? Tam tam. Click click. Rototom. What was the one I was thinking of? What are bells? Railroad bell, whatever that means. Calesta. Is there a bowed glockenspiel? Dang. I wish. Thunder sheet. Toms. Triangles. Wood blocks. Wind maker. I gotta know what a wind maker is. Oh, Zelda wiki. I don't think it's not I don't need a wind waker. I need a wind maker. They're two different things. Well, there's wind machine. Why's this guy wearing gloves to use the wind machine? He's like operating it with 2 fingers, like he's like a Disney attendant. With it's a loose sheet of paper getting spun. But why is this guy handling it so clinically? He's got the gloves, the 2 fingers. What is this? It is really just a sheet that you turn. Cool. That one is a museum piece. Oh. Okay, I guess that makes a little more sense, but it can't be that hard to make a wind machine replica, can it? Fire in my mouth. What else? Symphony number 3, Universe. Symphonia Antarctica. It is very windy there. What else is there? Jean-Philippe Rameau wrote for a wind machine. Wow. This thing is so old. Rameau is Baroque era. Look at him. Very cool. What? Where's the wind machine? Wind. No, it's not telling me where the wind machine is. Dang it. Not to be confused with fan. Can I write for large cylindrical fan? Fan moved by a mechanism. What an idiot. Had to flap it back and forth. Didn't even think to rotate it. Get rotated. Oh. I want you to tremolo this note. What does this sound like? Quieter. That doesn't sound as cool as I'd hoped it would. What about you, Celesta? These Celesta lower notes sound kind of funny. Also goes pretty far down. I'm not sure why the Celesta has that range if it sounds terrible in it. Take that, Celesta. I feel like there's gotta be something on top of this, but I'm not sure what it is. Something... How about some non-vibrato strings? Let's give that a try. Just play for me a wonderful G chord. Try steel pan. Do I have a steel pan sound? If not, I'll be very sad. Violin harmonics. That's actually a good idea. Dang, no steel pan sound unless it goes by another name like ship bell. Definitely. Vibra slap. Does it go by duck call? Bird call? Bongo? Feels like a bongo instrument to me. Vibraphone. Violin harmonics is a good idea. That's what I think too. I think it is a good idea. Give me a second. There's just one thing I'm thinking of right now that has some good violin harmonics, and I want to see exactly how it was written. Ping! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be flicking through so many pages. Double bass harmonics, just listen to videos, I was just double bass. Nice. I think I talked about this before, but let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I probably should just download the PDF, it'd be faster to load than having to pull it from the internet. Okay, accidentally put a character in that ain't allowed. Open this version. Why does it still take so long to load? Bro, I downloaded you specifically so you wouldn't take long to load, and here you are, wasting my time. Unbelievable. It's like it's trying to load. What's the name of the piece? I'm trying to find the specific measure where it is used, and you'll know it when you see it. If only the PDF would load! If it would load! Oh my gosh. It loaded faster on the website than it does on my own computer. Oh, the first page is gone. Bro, how is it that hard to load a PDF file that I just downloaded? I know the PDF already has the word file in it. It's a Portament document. Portament? It's the Portamento document file. I'm very sad now. I'll just pull up a YouTube video of the score, I guess. It's all strings. Okay. I shall go try this myself. Let's see. Let's have some wonderful harmonics here. How do I mark harmonics? Isn't there like an articulation for them? You. What? Where are my harmonics? That's not a harmonic. Where are my harmonics? Do these instruments not have harmonic sounds? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because they're dumb. Maybe contrabass doesn't have it. Do violins have it? Please tell me they have. That's definitely a harmonic. Do you have this harmonic? You do. Awesome. In the text area? Oh, you're right. There is a harmonics. I guess I'll just put the circle for now, but it's... Wait. No. Man, I would sure like if I could hear this chord that I just wrote. No harmonics. What do you sound like? I think there is a non-vibrato sound that I could also use. Which I actually like a little more because you can hear the notes better. Okay. What if you my guys move down instead of up? Or other way around. More non-vibrato action here. Or I guess... do you guys all have Soul Pont? Try Soul Pont. Why is the viola so loud in Soul Ponds? Shut up. You become a little quieter. Everyone really quiet. Do I think other instruments can join in? No, it's just strings. Also, who's gonna play the bass? You play F sharp. The Tam Tam is loosely playing an F sharp, which is interesting. Soul Pont you. You don't sound as cool. Bar talk. Boom. Dang, no super high Soul Pont contrabass. What am I even paying this set for? Try this. Too much F sharp. Contrabass only. You guys gotta be louder. I mean, you're so high that it's probably difficult to hear. Can I have tremolo soul pont? Pretty please? Okay, you're so quiet, I can't hear a darn thing. Unless it's just placebo and you're not actually playing. Oh, you're just faking tremolo by moving between the notes. That's lame. Do you have a non-vibrato? Or actually, I guess tremolo is already non-vibrato. What am I saying? You don't have a soul pont tremolo? Lame. Boo. 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 I guess it's struggling to play these notes. But that can be changed. Try this. Faster. Unbelievable. Why are you actually playing the correct notes instead of the stupid ones that the other guys are playing? How does that make any sense? I do not understand why it makes sense. And that's never a good thing. There you go. One instrument dedicated to this. Go. Try this. Okay. I forgot I had to sleep. Okay, I'll see you later. Okay. I mean, this wasn't really ready for anything. I just wanted to hear what it would sound like. It sounded kind of wacky. I'm done for today. I think I'm just gonna have to stare at this for a little longer and meditate on it for 1,000 years, and then it'll come to me. I'll keep you guys updated on the changes I make in a dark room in silence while I think about this. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.